Today on the dirt bike track, we learned that you can persuade anyone to do your dubious bidding, from framing a beloved bugman to pilfering precious pearls. That is, if you flash enough bright lights directly into their eye holes. My name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Spider-Man. But first, a quick sneak peek at the new Dragon Boy Suede Marshland Monster track, Catfight, available everywhere Friday, April 28th. Woohoo!
Are you Mario?
Meow.
What?
The gong bang means there are attacks to be terse, and this long thing leads to the back of a hearse. With the rapid curse, you'll snip your flesh and girth. See this feed on for a fit to fix the planet Earth. Damn, you can make 'em bite your ass, then I'll dom those cats and have 'em fight for cash.
I have a way with cat. I do not claim to have it with rat nor bat, but I have it with cat. Why would I lie about something like that? Deep down, your cat prefers me. Nothing you say deters me. When you pet it, it purrs my name and it speaks to me like a Furby.
Yes, like I said, my name is James, and I've come on hard, come on hard with an O and an A, figure out which goes where, C-A-O-M-E, yahoo! I've come on hard of these ding-dang doctors as of recently, but I'm here to now go after this racket of a medical professions. They're not MDs, they're DDs? DDS, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. It's direct dual screen Nintendo style because, hey, I haven't gone to a dentist in 13 years going on. 13. And not a single cavity. And they're trying to twice annually dip in your hard-earned cookie jar saying, oh, give me them crummies. Except it's not crumbs. It's big lump sums. And yeah, my wisdom teeth need to be pulled. They're constantly getting infected. But that's not a dentist work. That we need to blame on the man upstairs.
That's
he's
surgery.
a sadist, a tight ass, and he's laughing his sick freaking ass off.
Our lovely neighbor, Elaine?
No. God. The opposite of Al Pacino in Devil's Advocate, and also Darwinism.
Okay.
Why do we have the wisdom teeth if they need to be pulled? Cavemen, what were they doing? Oh yeah, they didn't live long enough to get ding-dang wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
Guys, once you turn 34, put a cyanide pill in your veins and say bye-bye.
Yeah.
And then you'll be feeling on top of the literal world as you're screaming at the opposite of Al Pacino from Devil's Advocate, saying, why you give me them wisdom teeth?
I mean, most people get wisdom teeth before then.
What? Before 24?
You said 35.
No, I said 24.
I could have swore you said, roll back the tapes.
35? No, you were right. No, I don't remember what I said.
You're probably right.
Hey, it's the bricks, the
I'm
coal.
tired.
Jakis will...
Hey.
You almost missed your therapy today. You would have slept through. I was like, oh, it's 10. I can keep editing this show. And Nicole will get to it. Then I was like, oh, no, she's got the therapy in an hour.
Yeah, I was tired. And my phone alarm's being weird.
Uh-huh. It does the sound for maybe...
a second.
And then goes to vibrating.
Yeah.
It goes...
It goes...
Oh, that's a good dubstep drop.
Whoa.
Someone write that up.
Yeah.
Did you just burp?
Yeah.
All right, good. It was in the microphone. 2 thumbs up. That's what I ask for. Nicole, you were gone last week. What are you been up to?
Story time, baby.
Oh, get some milk and cookies. Warm both of them up. Throw the cookies in the milk, then throw the milk cookies in the microwave. Get it real steamy and guzzle it as quick as you can.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like a sloppy dessert.
Yeah, except like it'll scald your mouth, but might heal your wisdom teeth.
I mean, don't heat it up that much.
No, I'm
then.
saying 2 minutes in the mic and
2 minutes.
yes, gulp, gulp, gulp.
Jeez.
But it's a big old bowl made of metal. What have you been up to?
Stupid. Oh, fuck.
Just giving qualifiers that are like, oh, okay, it's okay now. Oh, no, the qualifier makes it worse.
Yeah. I don't know. Should I tell the gym story?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Well,
Yeah,
you said
Jim
it
me?
like, yeah.
JIM, correct?
Idiot.
Uh-huh, Jim Gaffigan, you met him.
Just because it's like a quick story.
And he
that I
threw a
already
hot
told
pocket
you.
right at you.
Stop talking over me.
I think I'm talking under you, okay?
my
At
God.
least that's what it is in the mix, okay? Maybe if you were in the edit here or there, you'd be like, okay, this is what he's going to end up doing with that.
The gym story. As
JIM.
I was showering, and then I hear someone in a different shower going as if they're like, it's like in a, like a baby voice.
Uh-huh.
Like you're talking to a small child.
baby.
But it's in a way that's annoying. But I don't think, like, I didn't hear any other people, much less a child.
Maybe they have a face on their face.
I'm just soaping, doing the thing, and I just hear, why is it so cold? Oh my goodness. What's going on? For like just way too fucking long, man. Like several minutes where I'm just like, to a point where I'm just like, I'm holding back being like, please shut the fuck up. But like, what is happening?
Oh, that's so... I would be holding back laughter. Like when people poop near me,
I was just like, what?
I start laughing. So that's why I always have headphones on when I use the restroom
Yeah.
to prevent me hearing other people poop.
No, I need to just get like earplugs.
I think they
At
had a
this
Gabriel. Do you think they had a Gabriel underneath their hair?
It's like, normally I can just ignore shit. But
when
I
you're
think,
naked?
But I think it's just like, I'm enjoying the quiet of it, especially like in the pool area. I'm enjoying the quiet and the time to myself. So when someone interrupts it, and with just something so fucking absurd, like it annoys the shit out of me.
Maybe they get stoned and deadlift and then they go shower.
And they're just flabbergasted by the temperature.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, why is he so cold?
Yeah.
I sometimes do that in the shower, not like I talk to myself, not say, oh, why is it so cold?
Yeah.
If I'm stoned in the shower, a beautiful time.
As if like they want someone to do something about it or something. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm so confused.
It sounds like they're just expressing themselves and they can't have an inner monologue, so it has to be outside.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it so much.
Well, that sounds more of a you problem than a them problem.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they shouldn't be doing it, but
Yeah.
your reaction to this is a little too far.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing that when I get in the shower.
Don't.
Why is it so cold in here? That's what you should have said when you got in here, because it's frigid.
No, I said, why is it Disney's Frozen in here?
Why is it Disney's Frozen in here?
So, wow, that was supposed to be my quick story.
Quick in that ass.
Jesus. All right.
And then Nicole said, I'm heading off to Muskegon,
So I
Michigan.
visited family. Well, that was when I got back.
What? Okay, all right.
I'm just going to go with the first thing on here. My stepbrother brought his guns.
Okay.
So that was a thing that happened. They like just shot guns.
Like handguns, rifles, hunting style.
They were like handguns.
Oh, okay, then that's very weird.
Yeah.
Like, hey, hunting season, it's the midpoint now. I got these new ones. Let's practice these. You live in
No.
an area that I can shoot.
Yeah.
Eh.
No, they were just handguns.
Man, what it would be like to not be depressed and be able to own a gun, am I right?
No.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I don't own one.
The only reason?
Yeah. Shooting a gun for sport is cool. Like
I
target practice,
guess.
that's fun.
I don't like it.
Even,
It's
like-
there's too much,
A BB gun.
too
what about
high
that?
of a risk.
What about a BB?
That's fine.
Okay. Get a BB gun.
That's fun.
What about just a cap gun?
That's just like annoying.
You can scream, oh, what in tarnation? Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
You can be a Looney Tune.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Find a duck. Or I would put on a duck bill and you'd say, what in tarnation? Go pew, pew, pew. And then I'd spin the duck bill around to the back of my head and I'd say, suckling succotash.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. What gauge was it? Was it 22?
I don't
A
I don't
9
know.
millimeter?
I don't know.
Artillery grade?
I didn't like that it was just like sitting on the ground at one point and there's children running around.
And that stray cat.
And that stray cat.
That stray cat could have put it in his mouth and said,
Yeah.
yeah.
A turkey.
Oh my God, you've heard of Cat Fight, that new song by Dragon Boy Suede and Marshland Monster? Well, this is cat gun fight. Firefight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cats got guns now.
I don't know.
Then you better believe they'll start banning guns.
Man, so it was so nice out
Uh-huh.
that day. And they got out the quad. So they got out the quad. They were riding that around. And Ashley, my sister, is like, "Oh, Nicole, are you sure you don't want to drive the quad around? You know, it's so nice, with the wind in your head." And the shock on her face, I died laughing.
Good.
It was so fucking funny.
It's crazy how I would do that as a joke.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how she didn't do that as a joke.
It's my sister.
Also, with your family, how they
Yeah.
all hid that.
Yeah.
And I have now experienced around 8 years of you being like, oh, I'm free to just go out bald.
Yeah.
It is
They still act so fucking weird about it.
where we'll be writing a movie on Formulaic someday
Oh
called
my God, we will not.
Alopecia in Autumn.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It'll happen, guys.
No.
The Hairless Heiress. Eh? It'll be edited.
That I'm so fucking pissed right now.
No, I wasn't doing it to be like, hey, you're doing I'm just like, you said something, so I repeated it.
That's what it felt like. It
No,
felt
it
like
wasn't.
an aggressive,
No.
like you're saying so I'm gonna just violate
Terms and services.
your terms and services.
What are your terms and services, Nicole?
You would have
I thought you were doing
you
that
would
on
have
purpose.
hated watching Aldrin palming food
Ugh. I would have had to get a bag of ramen and
at the
shake
end
it at
of the
him.
night. Oh my God, I was seriously normally people eating with their mouth open doesn't really bother me that much.
But I'm getting
I
under your
definitely clock it and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, this is happening. But it usually doesn't bother me. But Aldrin just had his mouth full of he ate the cheese ball.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean when I say that?
It's a ball of actual cheese.
It's
Cheese
it's
and
usually
nuts.
cream cheese and shredded cheese and shit. Just his mouth full of that and talking to me yeah, so James would be really good at that game, right? And I was just like,
Whoa, backtrack. What game?
I don't even fucking remember. It was a bad game. It
Okay.
wasn't fun.
All right. Hey, you know me. I love a non-fun game.
What the fuck was that called?
A board game, video game, experimental.
I guess a board game.
All right. Slap it. Figure it out.
Where you like write down words.
Oh, crossword puzzle.
Start with an S.
Charades? Sudoku?
Skip it a beat.
All right, it doesn't matter.
Thank you, for fuck's sake.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. I wanted you to do it back to me. Oh. I said to Lil Corey because he did.
Yeah.
I said, man, quickest way to make Nicole be like, I don't want to do this podcast anymore is do that. He's like, wait, she doesn't like the Tim Allen, the Tool Man? I was like, we did that on the Evolved Part 1, and she was like, guys, you gotta stop doing this. It would have been funny if instead of a cheese ball, like he was just housing oysters with it just like mouth full of muscly goo.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
He's like, hey guys, what's up?
So it also just smelled really bad.
His breath is wafting it as it's actively in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, I got like a bunch of tongues in my mouth.
I told my mom, and she was like, you could just tell him to not do that. Like, he's a child. And I was like, I know, I just forgot. It was like just so off-putting that I was like, oh, we just get through this. Please just go home.
Sorry, but I like to do preschool in the park style in the forest, you know?
What?
It's that thing from Megan with a 3.
Okay.
When they go to this experimental elementary school and they're just in the woods.
Okay.
That's what it is. And it's like they get to just experience the world.
Okay.
And that's kind of what you let him do as he wants to. And he'll learn that, I'm choking on some cheese now.
Just let him choke on cheese.
Be like, hey, you want to know what? Right now, your throat's tiny little. You need to grow into being able to talk with a mouthful of cheese.
Instead of teaching your child not to do that, just let other people bully it out of him.
No, let his body reject those actions and he learns the fear of death. Duh. How is that? That's clearly what I was saying.
Yeah. Sorry.
And that's what, if you were to say something to him, that would be bullying, Nicole.
Obviously.
In Ted Lasso, we're watching season 3 of Ted Lasso, them being like, he was the bully, he's bully. It's so weird that they're so active, parents these days, I guess, like bullying. You can't have a kid do that when it's like, I was getting called the F slur so much. And no one gave a shit when it came to parents.
Yeah. I mean, did they know?
Yeah. Everyone knew. The police knew that I kissed that guy to
Oh my God.
make out with that girl because a police officer came to my door and was like, hey, yeah, we heard that like he might have been inappropriate with you too because he's been inappropriate with other people. I was like, no, I just lied to a cop because
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
So one day it's like a Saturday morning.
This was supposed to be about me.
Yeah. A Saturday morning, all of a sudden a cop shows up at our door and asks for me. I'm like, what? And I'm maybe 9th grade. So I just want this experience out of the view because people, whenever it gets brought
like
up.
Aldrin talking with a mouthful of cheese.
With a mouthful of muscles. And this woman cop brings me into like the office. So like we're talking amongst ourselves. And she says, you want to touch my gun? No, she didn't say that.
Hot.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Lady cop says, you want to touch my gun? Then I'll touch yours. And I say, I don't have one, ma'am. And she says, oh, I want one that shoots hot spum. So Nicole's just face is like, huh? Man, you could be such a good Tim the Tool Man. Don't peek when you do it, at least. She says this boy that I kissed, she was told from other people that he might have been inappropriate with me as well because he had potentially assaulted someone else. So they were following up on this to like make a case towards this individual. And I was like, no, nothing happened. So I was lying to a cop because I was like, oh, what if this cop starts calling me the F slur?
I mean, they probably would.
Yeah, you know, watch a punk rock documentary from punk rock in the 70s and 80s. You'll be like, oh, okay. So that's why a lot of punk rock was happening at gay clubs, because they were all being treated poorly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was that story of my life that I like to just wipe from my memory because a cop showed up at my door and my dad was like, "What was that about?" And then I had to lie to my dad too. I'd be like, I don't know. Wrong James. She has to touch my gun.
I thought you were going to say cock.
No, it's a euphemism for that.
Yeah.
So next story.
I don't know if this is just like a story that's like only funny if you're there.
Uh-huh.
But Aldrin was
Love you is what you were going to say. The Aldster.
was playing catch with
A cheese ball. Just keep going.
with Mark, my
Okay.
stepbrother, aka his
Uncle.
uncle. And he was not catching it well. And he, in frustration, Aldrin goes, "I need a dad."
What?
As his dad is standing like in earshot.
Wowzers. Did he explain this?
Yeah, because he's like, I don't have someone, like, no one plays catch with me.
Oh, man. Not even
Yeah.
throw around the football?
I guess not.
He's too busy watching football instead of experiencing it with his son.
And then I like overheard a story of Aldrin seeing Becca's like outie belly button
Uh-huh.
and saying, "Whoa, yours looks like a shrimp." It was like, they're like, "Yeah, that's an outie belly button, dude." He's like, "Whoa, what's mine called?"
An innie. Then you have tweeners.
It was funny.
There's that kid who he's like, "Man, I love shrimp." He's on TikTok and whatnot, just like this weird little kid.
Sure.
I love eating shrimp. They're like little bugs. I showed you a video of him a
hate it.
little bit ago. It would have been funny if that kid was around. He's like, "Shrimp, I'll eat some shrimp," and then just like tries to eat a belly button.
No.
Oh wait, you can hide shrimp in belly buttons.
Well, there's shrimp in there.
He starts lifting up people's shirts, trying to
Yeah.
find the shrimp.
Gotta find the shrimp. It's a new game.
Shrimp Quest.
Shrimp Quest.
I smell shrimp. He's like a truffle pig, but a shrimp kid.
Yeah. Stop it. I
What's
think
up?
there's like one more story. Oh, there's two more.
Okay. It is not a tumor.
Just like, it's just such a like, yes, of course it was Ashley that said this. Like classic thing my sister would say, which was really funny, was again with the fucking cheese ball, okay?
dang.
It was delicious.
Heavy rotation.
My mom was talking about it and she's like, "Yeah, you know, I didn't put jalapenos in it because of Josh's
Gird.
dietary restrictions and I think bacon because vegetarians or whatever." And Ashley was like, "Oh, jalapenos would be so good." She was like, why don't you cater to me for once?"
Uh-huh. And you're like, that was all our childhood, I think. We went to all your softball
It was
games.
just so fucking it was so perfect.
It's been going on 13 years since you've catered to me.
Put jalapenos in it. Cater to me for once.
Or at least, you know, like have some jalapenos on the side.
It was so good.
Also, to anyone out there who podcasts and maybe you're running out of things to talk about, I guess get a cheese ball.
Yeah. Get a cheese ball, man.
They promote conversation and eat it on mic. People love that.
Yeah.
And don't gate out the chewing.
Don't keep it in.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it up,
Oh, yes.
actually.
Do like a vocal rider type deal, and
Okay.
it brings that up.
Wow.
Just compress everything to hell. Like, find where the chewing
Okay.
peaks.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it peaks at like a negative 30 decibels.
Whoa.
On the compressor,
Yeah.
compress it to negative 30. Everyone will be the same volume, but like distorted as all hell. And put that makeup gain to, I don't know, if you're doing negative 30, do it to 29.
Mm-hmm.
And then, ooh, baby.
Your podcast famous.
Uh-huh. People will love to hate your show.
Okay, last story.
Yes.
Which I think I told you
My ears wide open.
about showing my mom the Hulk.
Yes.
So we're just watching TV. I'm drawing a sexy version of the Hulk.
Oh.
It's the Hulk as She-Hulk. There's a cover of her where she's like nude and barely covering herself up with like a piece of paper that says like Comics Code Authority. And then someone with their hand holding a jump rope saying, "Come on, Shulky, you've got 28 pages to fill." So I was like, I gotta do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I was working on that, and my mom was like, "What are you working on?" And I just like laughed and went over to her, and I was like, "Okay, I actually need help with this because I feel like no one really draws the Hulk sexy,
Mm-hmm.
not even in like just like a regular attractive like bodybuilder kind of way until like recently when they've been getting more into like, oh, he's stuck in the Hulk body. And because there's like that love story between Black Widow, you know, and in Avengers.
It's because he's like a monster. He's not
Yeah.
supposed to be sexy. You
Yeah.
want him to be monstrous. It's like, oh, how come Creature from the Black Lagoon's never sexy? It's like, he's a murderer.
He's hot as hell.
He's like, I
okay?
stand my ground.
Anyway, so I show it to her and I'm like, so like, is this hot? And she was like, I guess so. And I was like, what do you mean you guess? And she's like, I don't know, like, yes. And I was like, okay, why are you hesitant? Like, what can I fix? Because that's obviously the goal. Like, I want it to look good. Like, I want it to be hot. And she was like, well, it's good, but like, maybe if he wasn't in like a more like feminine pose. And I was like, yeah, but that's kind of like the point or whatever. And then I was like, oh, I forgot. You're like, and I couldn't think of the word for it. I was like, you're like, you know. And she's like, what? And I was like old. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, you know, like not cool.
What? Your mom's
And
cool.
I was like, this straight. I was like, I forgot you're straight. Like I couldn't think of the word for it. It just like digging myself a deeper and deeper hole because I'm just like, everyone that I spend time with, I guess, aren't super straight.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's funny that I'm just not used to it. So when she was just like, this is why, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was over yesterday, you know the person, but they were explaining their first kiss situation. I was like, oh, I know their type now because this individual is really into combat sports.
Okay.
And I think because the story was like, oh yeah, I was at a skate park and my first kiss had just gotten into a like fist fight with someone else. And I'm like, oh, he's into like women who can kick his ass, I think. I think that's...
I love that.
At least out of anything I've heard from this individual, that's where it points. And I will bring this up to them on the podcast I do with them.
I love that so much.
Uh-huh. So, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Today we're discussing episode 3 entitled Phantom Thief 001 versus Spider-Man.
Oh, you don't want to talk about Love is Blind?
Oh, there's nothing to talk about. You quit watching it.
Yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, Spider-Man.
Oh, my love is sight. I love you with all 6 senses. Because there's ghosts around you nonstop, Nicole.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
And you love me with it?
Uh-huh. It's kind of like when you get to a specific level of paladin, you can have those fighter guys with you.
Yeah.
Those are your ghosties.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty cool. Some of them are, they're scary, and then some of them are always saying, can I keep you?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I got to talk about a dream I had real quick.
Okay.
Man, so I woke up in a daze in a tent in the backyard of a family member's. You should assume what family member it is because I'm not discussing who it is. And I'm like, why am I here? What is going on? And I get out of the tent and I'm in a daze and I'm trying to be like, why am I here? How did I get here? And I see an old car that I had. I was like, I felt keys. Okay, I have the keys. And I'm like, I need to get out of here because I do not want to talk to these people. Mm-hmm. And I go and I was like, well, shoot, I need to at least be courteous and put away this tent. But in the time I put away the tent, one of those people show up and they're like, oh, what? Why are you here? Oh, you're not going to talk to us? I was like, I don't know why I'm here. I just showed up. I am in a very bad situation right now. I don't know why. I was in Chicago and now I'm not. And they go, oh, I bet you were high last night. I was like, that's not what's going on. And then it goes very sad because I try, when I pick up the phone, it flashes back that I had left and just went in a daze because something bad happened to you. The worst thing imaginable that I could walk in and be like, uh-oh, blackout. I'm in Muskegon now. And when I woke up, I was so relieved to see Chicago. Mm-hmm. Man, most of my nightmares are just being stuck in Muskegon.
Yeah.
It's a suck-filled town, guys. Don't go.
Yeah.
1 out of 5 stars. But Spider-Man. Real quick synopsis.
Yeah.
There's Phantom Thief 001. He's running around. Uh-oh, I guess he's been running around because the night we see him, he gets caught. And, I'm crying when I get caught. But then some freak bug man comes and takes him with flashing lights. And then they hypnotize him. And then he becomes fake Spider-Man. But Spider-Man shows up and they're like, we don't need you anymore, fake Spider-Man. And he almost dies. But then he's like, I wanted to start a circus. And then Spider-Man saves the day. Die Ranger.
Spider Ranger.
Get it out of here. Nicole.
Yeah.
Are any of these stories so far, these plots, satisfying?
I love all of them.
Okay, all right. I'm so glad because a lot of them feel like we set all of this up.
Have you been even listening to me on a podcast?
Okay, there's a difference between...
I love this show.
Invisible Dad, which you can listen to Sean and Torchyberry and I talk about that on Straight to Patreon, patreon.com/MLMpod.
Oh my God.
That movie doesn't have a satisfying conclusion, but it's bonkers and it's enjoyable to watch. The ride is fun. But then once the ending comes, it's just kind of and that's how it ends. Except in that you get Sherry Vale.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Because it's always just there you go. Spider-Man sad that he can't tell anyone the truth. See you next time.
What do you mean?
That's how it always ends, with a narrator saying, oh, and he'll be sure to get him in the future. I guess I've watched 40-some episodes of this, and I've seen that happen a lot. And
yeah, I don't know. I feel like we both watched different episodes because
this guy's like, oh yeah, I did something wrong. I wanted to be in the Circus. Oh, why'd you steal? Is it because you wanted to start a circus? How'd you guess that, Spider-Man? I thought it would be because, like, I needed the money because I went into loan debt or something. It's weird that he immediately jumped to, hey, you wanted to start a circus, right? Instead of, like, you need to travel to where circuses are and you need that money. I don't know. I'm nitpicking probably. Or, you know, watching all 40 episodes at 4 times speed very quickly might have done a little more bad or harm than help.
Wow.
But what's a note you have?
Yeah, so you got, what was it, Phantom something?
Phantom Thief 001.
Phantom Thief.
001.
Breaking into a safe, gets caught by the police.
Yeah, and the police are dicks to him.
And there's I wrote Scooby-Doo reveal because they said it like, they're like, and who is this? And they like rip the ski mask off and then it just cuts to the next scene. And I was like, what?
And the guy's crying and the lead detective says pretty much, oh, this Phantom, you're a dweeb. Oh, wait, no, I said Phantom Thief, more like Phantom Dweeb. I should have said Phantom Queef, damn it. And literally says, you're a sad sack with that baby pout you got, because he's like,
just getting off on insulting this person.
And like smacks his head a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, when he scales the building, he drops down, goes to a window to like cut it open with a diamond cutter. Clearly, they only had one take because, like, oh, you're maybe literally scratching glass. He, like, flubs the cutting once, like, clearly misses the mark and just has to, like, go back to it. And I just thought it was very funny.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that. So.
Next note.
The flashing eyes.
Oh, those eyes. They flashed at me.
Crash a car. I'm pretty sure they're again reusing the same suit for the villain monster.
Yes, it actually, yes, they eventually get away from doing that.
Yeah, I'm just like surprised they did it for the first 3 episodes.
Where they're just swapping out feet
pieces and spray painting it.
It's kind of like Metabots, where it's like, oh, you can just like swap out the pieces and have fun, figure out new creations.
Yeah. But I also I understand you got a small budget.
Yep. Or it's like
works.
It's like hip hop. You know, you take old records, you switch out break beats with bass lines, and then you got a brand new song.
Sure.
And you say, a hip hop, ha 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 ha. And then we get to the dirt bike track, and Hitomi's like, hey, yo, dude, there was a monster. And he's like, monster? She says, oh, so a monster got your attention. You got some creature kink, And
he says, don't talk about my creature kink. Oh, dude, okay, I have a question, because I feel like you would, for some reason, you would know this.
Okay.
Is fetish a dated term for bondage?
No.
I'm just saying literally bondage.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think fetish was just an alternate term
so this
for
person
bondage.
was just real dumb.
Was someone
pissing me off?
What was someone doing that?
Yeah, someone called the store and was like, hey, I was recommended by whatever place that you guys have whatever.
Okay, you can't just say whatever. I don't know.
And I don't have a computer. So could you tell me if you have this? And I was just like, okay, what are you looking for? And they're like, yeah, just books about fetishes. And I was like, okay. I was like, I mean, not really. Is there something specific you're a title or something specific you're looking for? And they're like, no, just fetishes. And I was like, okay. So then I was like, and I just went over to the rack and I was like, I'm just gonna start fucking reading titles because I don't know what the fuck you want. And I was like, tits and clits from 19 whatever to 19 this. And they're like, no, I don't want porn. I want stuff about fetishes. And I'm just like, I was like, okay, then we don't have it. I don't know what to fucking tell you because it's such a vague term that also needs to be very specific.
Yes, because there are so many different fetishes.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, so feet, is that what you're looking for? No, feet disgust me. Okay, what about pee-pee? Yeah, I love pee-pee. Okay, that's weird how feet disgust you, but pee-pee's fine.
But so how I got to bondage was that they asked for like a specific author, Eric Stanton. And I like Googled, because I was like, okay, maybe we have it. And I like Googled the titles, and a lot of it was like bondage stuff. So I was like, James, I was like, was that like a just a dated term for bondage?
No.
But then I'm like, just say you want fucking doms in bondage then. Yeah. Like, why are you saying fetish?
A form of sexual desire in which gratification is strongly linked to a particular object or activity or a part of the body other than the sexual organs.
Yeah. I was just like, is it me? And I'm like, no, it's the person. They are just fucking annoying and don't know what they want or like, but they didn't seem embarrassed about it. So I don't know why they were being fucking weird.
Yeah. If you want bondage stuff, just say you want bondage stuff.
Yeah.
That's so much easier to do.
Yeah, I was so annoyed. Anyway, so back to Spider-Man.
Real quick, that would be like a reckless. Do you have rap music? Okay, well, what
Dude,
are you
for real?
What are you looking for specifically? Just rap music. Okay, Insane Clown Posse. Why would you think I like Insane Clown Posse? Well, they're rap music, aren't they? Okay, well, what else you got?
Yeah,
I don't know. Kid Cudi. Why would you think I like Kid Cudi?
Yeah, I'm just like, I can't help you if you don't help me. Like. I was trying and you just kept being like, no, that's not what I want. And I'm like, okay, well.
Does your restaurant have any allergens? Well, what are you allergic to? Just like in general, you got any allergens?
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah. And then you just start listing, you're like, peanuts. And they're like, yeah, but I just want it. Like, do you have allergens? It's like,
okay, I guess tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't.
Spider-Man screaming like, I resent the bubble I'm in. And it's like, dude, you can leave that bubble. This is a bubble of one person, which is, how we could be in like a liberal bubble where we think like, oh, well, everyone's for abortion, right? But then finding out.
Everyone's seen MILF Manor.
Yeah, those kinds of things. But he is saying this bubble of one where my secret identity, I can't tell the people around me that I'm Spider-Man, and that's why I'm asking these questions or interested in these things.
Yeah.
Everyone's into pee-pee, right?
Everyone's into bondage. That's why I don't have to specify.
Yeah. There's only one fetish for me, and that's bondage. Also, everyone is the same. The only bondage I'm into is government bonds, okay?
Oh, war bonds.
Nicole, am I lean and agile
Yes.
and have a body that looks like it can scale buildings?
Sure.
All right, guys, you heard it here. I could be a fake Spider-Man.
Yeah, okay. So that, I feel like that would be my only issues. The fake Spider-Man thing just did not go anywhere.
Okay, well, it was only to lure him out to be like, well, I have to find this person to...
Right, yeah.
Not the opposite of sully my name. What's that called? To make my name good again.
Yeah.
There's a word for that.
Clear?
Yes, clear my reputation. And it works.
Right, I forgot that was the goal.
They do this a few other times.
And it works every fucking time.
Recycle everything, including plot lines.
Yeah, man.
Hitomi comes to their breakfast and she like starts housing food. And he's like, oh, that's sure a look for a woman. Spider-Man says that. And then later on, the guy's like, the detective that she's hanging out with to get the scoop and get a photo with when she eventually solves this crime goes, you are like other girls, just a little gung-ho too. Because, you know, like, you aren't like other girls. But he literally says, you are like other girls.
And he's like weirdly turned on by it.
Also, let women eat. It's biological.
Yeah, it was very, it was gross.
I've been seeing
How much they were just like, this person's less of a woman because she eats food. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I've been seeing a lot more of men on the internet doing well, it's just biological, that's why these things happen. And it's like, no, it does not make sense. Women should be eating how they want to because that literally is biological.
Yeah, and it's also just like really gross that that's still a thing.
Mm-hmm. I think all women should literally, not because I'm into this, I think all women should just completely nude. If a man wants to, if you're like, hey, you want to date me? You have to see me eat in one bite a 5 stack of pancakes well naked as I am pissing and shitting on the floor. Because then it's like, yes. So then it's like, hey, this is biological.
James.
So, or I mean, in the tub.
What the fuck?
All girls are tub girls now,
Why
okay?
The tub?
Because then you can clean it well.
Why not the fucking toilet?
Because, then they'd have to like stand up and hover above it.
Why?
So you can literally see the duty come out.
Oh my God.
So
dude.
then you know it's happening. And then you want to know if they get a little wince, rub their nose in it.
Can I leave?
And say the systematics that you are a part of, this is what you did. Okay?
I don't want a part of any of that.
This led to that.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to see that.
And if a man is like, okay, I'm fine with this, he's a keeper. But if you see him rising, guess what? Marry that man immediately.
Put a ring on it.
Put a cock ring on it.
Yeah, the dick.
And then hire someone to clean up that mess.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's torqued up, he'll clean it up.
Yeah, I was going to say, just dom their ass.
Also, I'm gum ho. Give me that
it.
gum, okay? I'm a slut for the stuff.
Yeah. Why is it a new thing to just be like a slut for insert noun?
I don't know. It's cool to be a slut for stuff.
All right.
I'm a cock slut.
Yeah.
I love a rooster. That's what a cock is. I say, oh man, I love playing with cock.
Spider-Man guy gaslights his friend by saying, monsters don't exist, and then like rides away.
It's like, dude, you've been with me when a monster attacked me. Yeah. A monster kidnapped your sister already, I think.
Yeah. They kidnapped the Phantom Thief and hypnotize him into thinking he's Spider-Man, I guess.
Yeah, and just doing their bidding, which the Iron Cross Army fakes their Spider-Man like I fake my orgasms, outsourcing it to others.
Very well.
And lazily.
By just writing, Spider-Man was here on the wall.
No, I write on your tummy, I say, cum shot. And I say, there you go.
And I'm like, okay, that doesn't mean anything. Like, it could mean that Spider-Man legitimately was there to stop the crime from happening.
Right, you've made milk of me.
Like, why would they assume that he was there to steal the things?
I don't know. Because that's what Spider-Man does.
I guess.
This ain't your daddy's Peter Parker, okay? This is Tatsuya, and insert last name.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicole! Oh, we forgot.
What?
Oh, my God. What's the name of the place? This might be the first on-screen presentation of Oomori Hill, where the rain's falling and Ayase's like, oh, I got a heart condition. And then in Akiba Ranger, Red says, hey, this is the hill where Ayase, I can't edit that out and made Nicole laugh, damn it. Ayase's like, I have a heart condition?
Yeah.
It's in here.
Okay.
It's cool.
Okay.
It's been there since the 70s.
Yeah.
And they've been using it nonstop.
Hill.
And abusing it too. But it looks the same.
It's a hill.
Think of all the hills in Muskegon. They're a-changing.
They're not.
Yeah. Now they have like gastropubs on it. They have breweries bountiful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. Now they're killing dogs on these hills in Muskegon.
They're full of dead dogs.
Dead Daniels.
I feel like I was going to say something that was actually fucking relevant, and now I don't remember.
How about say something irrelevant?
Don't.
Irreverent. I am the Revenant.
Don't.
So he meets up with this dude and they're fighting on a roof, and then all the other guys and the Amazoness is like, hey, you fell into our trap, fucker. And then Spider-Man's like, yeah, I might have fallen into your trap, but guess what? I can jump out of it. Then he leaves.
Yeah.
And
he's like, it's a bad trap.
Mm-hmm. It's not like a rat trap that hammers down me and says, oh no, the Phantom is sad because he's a rat. And, oh wait, the Phantom Thief of the Opera 001.
And he had a rat in his pants.
Uh-huh. Guys,
trying to crawl up his ass.
listen to The Height of Horror as we discuss Dario Argento's The Phantom of the Opera. It's a wild yet bad movie.
Oh, sounds pretty kooky to me.
It's bad, guys. Nicole watched the action-packed last part of it and thinks it's a good movie. No.
He puts a rat in his pants.
No. But in this instance, Spider-Man leaves and then the thief is still there, and Amazonas pulls off his mask and it like gets him out of the hypnotism.
Yeah.
And she literally says, jump off and die already.
Yeah.
We don't need you anymore. Which reminds me a lot of this song by Proof from D12 called Jump. That is an outlandish song. I recommend everyone listen to it because it's just insane why he made this. It's about like him like kind of coercing someone to jump off, but like with a funky like fun beat behind it is to jump off a building. It's weird. Mm-hmm. The Crow folk are afraid of cops, but not Spider-Man, even though they should be not afraid of the cops, because if this man, the thief, goes into custody, he can clear Spider-Man's name. Weren't there at that amusement park?
But I already said the crows are natural predators of spiders.
I'm not.
So they're not afraid.
Okay. I'm not afraid.
The Spider-Man suit pops out of that bracelet like loose flesh, and I hate it.
I like loose. Oh, like when the skin gets ripped off the person in
Yeah.
Silent Hill? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if someone
hate
watched
it.
this and said, that's what the flesh needs to look like.
Did you know that the Spider-Man is officially the emissary of hell?
Yes. He says it in a lot of episodes.
You want to be Spider-Man now?
Emissary? No, emissary's bad. I want to be the ambassador of hell.
Oh, okay. The monster's called Phantasmal Insect.
Wow, I did not hear that or see that at all in my many viewings.
So we got another ghost bug for some reason. Is that what phantasm means?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Phantasm is a ghost.
It doesn't like have a second meaning?
No, because I've had to Google it to be like, what does this literally mean? And yeah, but no, emissary is a person sent on a specific mission, usually as a diplomatic representative.
Yeah, of hell.
All right, then, yeah, I do.
Ew.
I was hiding in a burp.
That was not a burp.
Yeah, I was trying to hide a burp.
I hate it.
By making that
It made
noise.
it worse.
Get it?
Yeah, he works for hell, James.
What's up?
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Works for hell.
I'm not a hell.
Draw it up.
The only thing I'm going to draw is conclusions.
Those tongers.
Oh, dang.
And then my last note is just from the big fight,
Yeah, mine is too.
which is he's gonna fire his proboscis.
And it's like, huh?
And I was like, that's gross.
Spider senses got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Spidey senses, it's spider senses now.
Spider.
Spider-Man. My last is something you said. The insect body slams Spider-Man into another ecosystem because they're like near a
They
quarry.
go from like rocks to lush trees to rocks again.
Yeah. via body slam.
Yeah.
Like from the camera cuts is what we're saying.
Yeah.
And that's it. Spider-Man, baby.
Spider-Man, baby.
Sorry we didn't have a guest today. Nicole had a lot to talk about.
So that made up for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully you don't hate my stories about cheeseball.
Oh, people are going to love a cheese ball.
All right.
Mouthful of muscles. That's gross. Thinking of that. Like if I had tongues just aligning every part of my mouth.
Hot.
Oh, yeah. Dude, people would be like, suck my dick, please. I'd make so much money.
Yeah.
It could be literally like, hey, in a 69 position, I'm still getting that frenum area, whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
You know, that like line, at least on uncircumcised, the super sensitive part of a penis.
When like,
You got it.
basics are like, why would you cut your tongue in half? When people do that?
I guess I'm
When they have
basic.
like a snake tongue. What, you've never seen that?
No, I have seen that, and I still say, why would you do that?
For eating pussy, baby.
No, that's not good for that.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, I guess I gotta cut my tongue in half.
Do it, fucking
I'm not a coward. I just cut it in half.
just did it. My mouth is full of blood.
Oh, no. It might be full of blood now, but soon it'll be full of pleasure.
Ew, I don't like how you said that.
Pleasure. Pleasuring treasure, okay? Because what is the clitoris but the treasure of the vagine?
The clitoris.
The
it's
yoni.
A mystery.
The yoni.
The clitoris.
The clitoris is full of ambrosia.
Oh, I hate it.
Nicole, what you got to plug?
I hate it. Follow me at Darling Homebody on social media. Cowards. Visit darlinghomebody.com for all the stuff that I may or may not, but definitely do make. And join the Darling Homebody Society on there. Get a monthly sticker or magnet. Sign up before May 1st to get a cute sailor cat.
Ooh, moon
Or
style.
sea captain cat.
Okay, all right. Hey guys, head over to MLMpod.com to find out information about my other podcasts like Hit It and Crit It, Formulaic, The Height of Horror, and Sweaty Time Pro Wrestling. Also, Sweet Child of Time, manned by Steve Barnes. You'll find out about him in just a second. And listen to my music wherever music is found under Marshland Monster. Tomorrow, April 28th, brand new Dragon Boy Suede Marshland Monster track hitting everywhere. You heard you heard a little bit of it up front. I'm very proud of the song. It's nice, produced by me. Please just loop it all day. The song and the instrumental, rack those plays up, put them on Spotify playlists that you frequent, and make it explode. And do that with all the other Dragon Boy Suede Marshland Monster collabs. Check out Oddwalla, it's good. Then next month we got another track coming out. So it's a bound to plenty. And hey, tweet at Howard Kramer, say, hey, that Marshland Monster dude's pretty cool. Get him on Who Charted. And don't be mean about it. Just say those words. That Marshland Monster is pretty cool. Get him on Who Charted already. Except the already part. Then head over to patreon.com/MLMpod, where for $5 a month you get exclusive content every single Friday. It's a great time over there. There's like 3 years of content now, I think. There's a lot. That's $5. You get access to all of it. Cha-ching. That's a deal. That's a steal. That's a squeal. Also, at $10, you get all of that plus monthly content. That's so much monthly content on top of it. So there was a December where I did a bunch of $10 monthly content. So that gives you a bunch of stuff. And you get shout outs on every single free feed podcast. So let's begin with those, starting with Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z, The Waz, Orion, aka Defo, Jordan B, The Chaos Witch, My Bickle, Brother in Common Law, Joshua Jakis, the aforementioned Steve Barnes, A Sweet Child of Time, The Womb in Which I Emerged, My Mother, Lil Corey's BFF and soon-to-be former roommate, just because they're moving, Shane, That Fed, Core Winning, or twitch.tv/Core Winning, I should say, and finally, new $10 patron, it's R2 Shelby 2 from Formulaic and the Rom Complex. Check both of those out. And new $5 patron, let's give them a shout out. The Fourth Bro, check him out on Twitch. I've been James. And we've been mostly speaking Spider-Man. Bye-bye. This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today. Oh, yeah.